This case file documents the investigation into a series of brutal murders that occurred in the remote Tall Trees Woods in 1980. The perpetrator, described by witnesses as a humanoid wolf-like creature wearing a dark, tattered coat, was never apprehended. The case remains unsolved, and due to the disturbing nature of the evidence, many investigators involved have refused to discuss it publicly, opting instead to bury it deep in the archives. This document serves as a comprehensive account of the events, the investigation, and the lingering questions that continue to haunt those who survived. August 15, 1980. The first murder victim, Thomas Green, age 42, local hunter. Thomas Green was a seasoned hunter, familiar with the woods of northern Appalachia. On the morning of August 15th, he ventured into Tall Trees Woods, as he had many times before. When he failed to return home by nightfall, his wife reported him missing. A search party was organized the following day, and after hours of scouring the forest, they found his body deep within the woods. Condition of the body. The body was discovered in a clearing, surrounded by tall, ancient trees. The torso had been ripped open, with deep claw marks running from the chest to the abdomen. The head was nearly severed, hanging by a thin strip of flesh. The eyes were missing, gouged out with surgical precision. Evidence: no footprints or animal tracks were found around the body. A foul, sulfuric odor permeated the area, described by searchers as the stench of death. A torn piece of dark fabric, later identified as part of a coat, was found snagged on a branch near the body. Witnesses: none, although one search party member reported hearing inhuman growls echoing through the trees. August 30th, 1980. The second murder victim, Abigail Lewis, age 19. College student Abigail Lewis was a student at a nearby college, known for her love of nature and hiking. On August 30th, she went missing during a solo hike through Tall Trees Woods. Her body was found 2 days later, a few miles from where Thomas Green's body had been discovered. Condition of the body. The body was found slumped against a tree, with multiple lacerations to the face, neck, and arms. The heart had been removed from the chest cavity, missing entirely from the scene. The legs were broken at unnatural angles, as if she had been dropped from a great height. Evidence: again, no tracks or signs of struggle were found in the immediate area. A strange symbol, resembling a spiral, was carved into the tree trunk behind her body. The same foul odor was reported by those who found the body. Witnesses: 2 hikers reported seeing a large, cloaked figure moving swiftly through the woods the day Abigail went missing. They described it as not quite human and moving faster than anything should. September 12th, 1980. The third and fourth murders victims, Matthew and Clara Wilson, ages 35 and 33, married couple. The Wilsons were a married couple who had recently moved to the area. On September 12th, they were found dead in their home, which bordered the edge of Tall Trees Woods. Condition of the bodies. Both bodies were found in the kitchen. Matthew had been disemboweled, his organs strewn across the floor. Clara's body was found hanging from the ceiling by her ankles, her throat slit from ear to ear. Their faces were frozen in expressions of absolute terror. Evidence: the front door was locked from the inside, with no signs of forced entry. The same spiral symbol found near Abigail Lewis's body was carved into the kitchen table. A dark, tattered coat, covered in dried blood, was draped over a chair near Clara's body. It was later identified as not belonging to either victim. Witnesses: a neighbor reported hearing a deep, guttural howl coming from the Wilsons' home the night of the murders. September 27th, 1980. The fifth murder victim, Jessica Lang, age 28, schoolteacher. Jessica Lange was a well-respected schoolteacher who lived alone in a cabin deep within Tall Trees Woods. She was found dead in her bed on the morning of September 27th by a concerned colleague who had come to check on her after she failed to show up for work. Condition of the body. Jessica was found lying in bed, her eyes wide open, staring blankly at the ceiling. There were no visible injuries on her body, but her expression suggested she had died in extreme fear. An autopsy revealed that her heart had stopped due to an overwhelming surge of adrenaline, consistent with intense terror. Evidence. The cabin showed no signs of forced entry. The same foul odor was present, along with claw marks on the walls and ceiling. A trail of blood led from the bed to the front door, but there was no blood on Jessica's body. Witnesses. A nearby resident reported seeing a tall figure in a dark coat standing outside Jessica's cabin the night before she was found. October 10th, 1980. The sixth murder victim, Daniel Carter, age 37, park ranger. Daniel Carter was a park ranger assigned to Tall Trees Woods. He had been investigating the previous murders and was reportedly close to a breakthrough. On October 10th, his body was found near the center of the woods. Condition of the body. The body was severely mutilated, with deep gashes covering the torso and limbs. The head was missing and was never found. The spiral symbol was carved into the ground beneath the body, surrounded by what appeared to be claw marks. Evidence. The ranger's notebook, found near the body, contained sketches of the spiral symbol and notes about a creature in a coat seen near each murder site. A torn, bloodied piece of fur was found clutched in Daniel's hand. A stopwatch, found next to the body, was running backward, counting down from 13 hours, 13 minutes, and 13 seconds. The significance of this remains unknown. Witnesses. A fellow ranger reported hearing a high-pitched scream echoing through the woods the night before Daniel's body was discovered. October 25th, 1980. The seventh murder victim, Sarah Mitchell, age 14, high school student. Sarah Mitchell was a local high school student who went missing on October 24th. Her body was found the next day, deep in Tall Trees Woods. Condition of the body. The body was found partially buried in the ground, with only the head and one arm exposed. The arm was reaching toward the sky, as if in a final plea for help. The face was contorted in a grotesque expression of fear, the mouth open in a silent scream. Evidence. The spiral symbol was carved into the ground around the burial site, surrounded by the same claw marks found near Daniel Carter's body. A piece of dark, tattered fabric was found draped over the head, later identified as part of a coat. The same foul odor was present, along with strange, unidentifiable footprints leading away from the site. Witnesses. None, although several residents reported seeing strange lights in the sky above Tall Trees Woods on the night Sarah went missing. November 1st, 1980. The final murders victims, Jacob and Laura Thompson, ages 41 and 38, parents of Sarah Mitchell. Jacob and Laura Thompson were the parents of Sarah Mitchell, the seventh victim. They were found dead in their home on November 1st, just days after their daughter's body was discovered. Condition of the bodies. Both bodies were found in their bedroom, lying side by side in bed. Their faces were frozen in expressions of sheer terror, similar to Jessica Lange's. An autopsy revealed that they had both died of heart failure, likely caused by extreme fear. Evidence. The spiral symbol was carved into the wall above the bed, surrounded by claw marks. The same foul odor was present, along with a cold, unnatural breeze that investigators could not explain. A torn piece of dark fabric, later.
got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.